for ghosts and goblins and food that is scary good. We're crisscrossing the country looking for the spots that serve up fabulously freaky treats from the ninth circle of hell yeah!
Smoky, it's sweet.
Terrifyingly hot. Don't be scared, y'all. The ghosts are friendly, and the ghoulish grub is like from another world.
Wow.
Wow, it just fell right off the bone.
Oh, yeah.
So grab a fork, ring that bell, and ask the ultimate Halloween question.
Trick or eat, my little pretties?
Y'all know I love Halloween, but even a bucket of candy won't cure what I'm craving. Luckily, I've got a place near Hollywood where the freaky flicks stay in the background while the killer menu is the main attraction. It's a speakeasy, it's a brew pub, and it's a screaming good time. Phantom Carriage Brewery! This is the ultimate Halloween party.
You walk in and it's just so fun, and it's great because it just feels spooky and haunted and dark.
Yes. You've got the food, you've got the drink, you've got the gory and the quirky.
We're very integral with the way we work horror and food and beer and the environment into an experience for people. We have a really fantastic crew in the kitchen. Chef Ivan and Peter are really doing amazing things in there. For Halloween, we've done some special stuff. Really kind of take it over the top.
Like this creature Chef Ivan dug up from the depths of his imagination. Gourmet poutine.
Poutine traditionally is gonna be cheese curds with a little bit of brown gravy, and you gotta have your French fries in there.
But Chef Ivan does his Halloween poutine with barbecue. I see this big brisket and I see a pork butt.
Meshing these two up in a single poutine is really gonna just bring everything up to a whole new level.
Ivan trims away most of the fat. What's left will melt and keep the meat juicy. Then he turns on the spices.
We do about a 60-40 ratio with our salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of cayenne, not too much spice.
Paprika for color.
Dried oregano, ground thyme, a little bit of garlic powder.
But what about the vampires? Vampires don't like garlic. Are you kidding me?
And just to bring a little bit of that Latin flavor, add a little cumin to that.
Oh, cumin. Oh, I love the funk of cumin.
Just for that caramelization over the top of the meat, get that nice dark bark, throw a little bit of brown sugar into it.
I'm gonna taste this right now.
Go right ahead.
Right now? Okay. It's just like I had a barbecue chip.
Wait till you get this on the actual brisket. It's insane.
I can't wait. So we season the brisket and the pork. And then my friend Ivan does something I've never, ever seen with meat that's gonna be smoked. He sears it on a 500-degree flat top. That is music to my ears. The reason that Chef is pressing it on the flat top is so that he can get all of that meat in contact with that heat so he can start that crust. I'm smelling all of those spices, and it's like they're all toasting. Once he's got the pork perfected, I bring in the brisket. This is gonna cook in its own fat, pretty much.
Its own fat. So you can actually see all the render and the fat at the bottom of it.
Ooh, that is beautiful. When you do barbecue, a lot of times you hear these pit masters spraying their meat with like vinegar and water. You have taken that step out by searing it and keeping all the moisture in. And how long does it smoke?
So we do 15, 16 hours. We use a couple different types of wood.
Ivan mixes oak, cherry, and applewood, all burning low at 225, and each adding something different to the flavor of the meat. Oh, it's a squirter. And you still have some of that beautiful fat in there. And that fat, which actually self-basted, and that's beautiful. That looks amazing. Sweet. I'm gonna go for this little piece right here that has this fat, because I like fat. I'm tasting that spice rub, and then it is amped up by the flavor of applewood, the cherry wood, the oak. It is so delicious and tender. I mean, this is scary good. The scare factor's doubled when we bring the Freddy Krueger claws to the pork.
This is falling apart, and there's very little that you have to do. The smell of this, wow. So there's the bark. That was our work done with the sear. Okay. The pork, which is a lighter but richer version with all of the spices coming through, and then you have that brisket, which gives you that rich punch of that red meat. So I can see why now that you would use both of them, because you have a totally different experience. All right, chef, these are all the components.
That's right.
For the gourmet poutine.
I'm gonna start the pound of fries into this bowl.
Pound of fries. Oh my God. Oh, you're good.
We're gonna add some of that smoked pulled pork.
Not just some, a whole pound, followed by a half a pound of the brisket. Their house barbecue sauce, made from ketchup, molasses, honey, and secret seasonings, is about to get ghosted.
We're adding a secret ingredient today, ghost pepper.
Oh, terrifyingly hot.
That spooky pepper's over 400 times hotter than a jalapeno. And on Halloween, I'm rushing in where angels fear to tread.
It's so hot. It is so hot. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's so hot. Ghost peppers are probably one of the hottest peppers. Oh God. Ah!
He buries that hellfire under a mound of cheddar and mozzarella.
Next, we're gonna torch this cheese.
Torching the cheese. I love how you're getting all of this caramelization and char on the cheese.
And bathed in their contrasting sweet signature barbecue sauce. No ghost peppers this time.
No spice.
No spice.
Okay.
We're gonna finish it off with some crispy shallots.
Oh, those look like fingers and claws.
That's right, that's the idea. A little bit of curled green onions. And this is our gourmet poutine.
So good. My favorite thing here is definitely the meats they smoke at a house. It's just falling apart, and it's just smoky, it's sweet, and the meat's flaky and juicy.
Everything is popping in my mouth. That barbecue sauce is so tangy, it's spicy, and then you can get a crispy shallot, which is so good.
Each bite is a different bite.
Yes.
Right.
It's amazing.
The brisket, the dark edges, like, oh my God. The pork totally melts in your mouth, and the fries are crispy and soft inside. Yeah,
All right, don't be afraid of the ghost pepper.
I ain't afraid of no ghost pepper.
Okay, get on in there, girl.
My mouth's on fire. Holy smokes. It's amazing.
Since my entrees vanished, I call for help from a deadly, delicious dessert, the Grave Digger. This time, Chef Peter presides.
I love sweets, and I love brownies. What's the special thing about this brownie?
We're mixing it with our Funny Games beer that we have here that made from Phantom Carriage. It's a golden stout.
Ooh, it totally smells like coffee. I don't drink, but I eat my alcohol, so I need to taste all the ingredients. Wow. You know, it smells like coffee, but it tastes really bright and acidic. I love this idea.
I also love the cup and a half of cocoa and the whole pound of sugar we combined with olive oil.
Oh, olive oil. Wow, I like it because it's like really fruity.
And that vanilla and coffee scented beer.
8 eggs right there. 1 1/3 cups of vegetable shortening.
Next, we hand mix the batter to aerate it, creating a softer, chewier brownie.
This is how a granny would make a brownie, any kind of mix.
The mix goes in pans and into a 350 oven for 35 minutes.
And you can just play a little drums if you want. It's up to you. There
Oh,
you go. Huh?
you hear that?
You hear that?
Did you hear that?
You hear
It
that?
fell. Okay, right. Okay, here we go. Oh,
There you go.
Peter gets busy carving and quickly creates a casket surrounded by dirt made from brownie crumbs, a bit of the deceased, a scoop of stone-cold yummy vanilla, and a sauce made of raspberries, merlot, and beer. It's called lamb's blood. But before I dig in, I'm getting a monster makeover with some of the other Phantom patrons. For Halloween, they bring in special effects makeup masters to ensure that everyone has a bloody good time.
I'm getting my vampire on.